Drone here. We're back out with this drone. We're going to have it bound to the jumper, and I am going to be flying FPV with the OTG, Eachine OTG on the DR1 goggles. Wish me luck. I've never flown this FPV. I don't really want to lose it. I kind of want to push the limits on it a little bit, and we won't be flying in acro. I do believe I'm in horizon mode. I don't believe it's actually stability mode, but either way, we're just going to take it for a fly. Enjoy. Okay guys, here we go. So this is being recorded via my cell phone. The Eachine OTG little receiver is plugged into the cell phone. That's what's inside the DR1 goggles. This is what I'm seeing. This is what it's recording. It's pretty clean. Obviously it's not vivid by any means. It is dark out. It is very dark out. The sun is just about down, and bam, what? We are blind. We are blind. What happened, right? What happened? I took a little bit of time in Drone Days and playing around with it. I did figure out what happened. If you don't know what Drone Days is, it is the best Facebook group for drones. The link will be down below. If you're not a part of Drone Days, get with it. Be a part of Drone Days. Click join. I will approve you, and then you'll be in a massive worldwide group of drone enthusiasts. All right, so we're back up. We grabbed it. We retrieved it. I'm gonna leave you hanging here for a second. I'm gonna leave you hanging to the end of the video. I know what's wrong with it. I know what's wrong with it. It took me a considerable amount of time to figure out what's wrong with it. But from last flight, we flew almost 15 minutes. We flew almost 15 minutes line of sight, and we didn't have any issues. It flew. It didn't drop out of the sky. We had zero issues. There's one thing that I've changed from last flight to this flight, and I didn't think that was an issue, but come to find out, there's a very tiny, minute change in what I changed, and it does matter, and it did matter greatly. And I'm fortunate that I did not hit myself on that first one when I was flying towards myself, and this one here, as we are buckling around the abyss, we're going to come back over the abyss. I'm fortunate it didn't black out over the abyss. That would have been fun trying to find. But if you notice that road right there off to the right, there's a quad moving. There's a quad moving off to the right there, and we black out again. And again, I'm fortunate that it did not hit anybody. And then we're getting power back. What is going on here, right? Alright guys, we've retrieved it. I'm going to fly line of sight here just to get an eye on this drone. And soon here you're going to notice a similar thing, but I'm able to see this time. I'm able to see what happened, and after viewing this FPV footage, I can really tell what happened. Complete power went out. Complete power went out, and it came back on. So that would dictate there's something loose, right? That dictate there's something loose, absolutely. Alright guys, so that last one was line of sight, whereas I had pretty heavy pitched. And if you remember from last flight, I did have a stress crack over here, and I noticed it before I went line of sight, and that last one just dropped because the blade itself broke off. I noticed it was getting longer. So we'll go ahead and replace that. I'm not sure what my FPV breakup was about, because I was going blind for a second, and then I'd sit it down and then come back. Maybe there's a loose wire somewhere, I don't know. But all in all, I like the video quality, I like the quality, I like the image quality. We really didn't go out too far, so maybe we could get the FPV synced up a little bit better, or maybe get the wire that's loose or something, and go out a little bit further. Guys, I'm Drone. If you haven't subscribed, please do. Any questions, comments, concerns, get at me later. Okay guys, I think I figured out my blackout issue. Okay, this is the battery that came with it, and I don't know if you can see here. You should be able to see that. Let's try to focus. SY60. What is an SY60 connection? I've never heard of an SY60 connection. It looks very much like an XT60 connection. My first flight that I ran well over 15 minutes, I probably could have kept going more, was this battery. This is an XT60 connection. Let's try to focus right there. Bam. XT60, right? So let's check this out. Right, let's see. Right here is my connector. We're going to put this battery that came with it, SY60, into it. Okay, just about when I was giving up, I was pulling this out, and as I was pulling it out, before I even got it out, see what just happened? It's flickering, and then I'm just gonna pull this straight up. Okay, it came out. All right, That's not a secure connection. I don't know what a SY60 is. What is a SY60, guys? And it's not focusing. Here. Focus. Maybe. Focus. Bam. SY60. Garbage. And then we'll focus back down here. We'll put my XT60 connection in here. Now, I actually have to, not struggle, but I got to put a lot of pressure in between here and here to pull this XT60 out. And as you can see, I can lift the entire quad with this. I can shake this around. I could probably swing this like a nunchuck. Something down here would probably break. But this is super secure. And that's the only difference in flight. I mean, I had this in the house. As you can see, I got my blades off. I had my wife running around playing airplane with it as I'm throttling and moving the sticks and whatnot. No breakup. I'm moving back here. I'm moving underneath here where the wires are. I'm moving up here where the wires go to the camera, and I'm getting no breakup. I was just about ready to quit, and as I was moving this out, before this was even out, it flickered. So I'm assuming this was the only thing we switched from the first flight, even though the first flight was line of sight. I'm assuming we were losing power completely, and that's what the blackout was. But somebody tell me, anybody, what is SY60? Focus. SY60. I've never seen an SY60, and it is definitely a thinner connection than the XT30, or the XT60, excuse me, because it's not snug at all. Alright guys, I appreciate all your guys' help, I really do. Everybody chiming in with ideas and tips and whatnot, I appreciate it. That's what this group's about. I don't know everything, especially with something like this. My knowledge is minimal, so I do appreciate everybody's help. Thanks.